Every trick boosts your dog's confidence and your relationship as long as it's trained in a friendly way. But not all of them are actually helpful in day-to-day life with a reactive or fearful dog. So let's have a look at 3 tricks you can train your dog that help you in everyday life in tricky situations and if your dog gets a little bit out of hand. Trick number 1 is a target, and you can use any target your dog likes. You can just try them out. And there is something really easy to train. Like, what would you do if I suddenly reach out my hand like this? Did you look at the hand? That's what our dogs do. As soon as we show them our hands, suddenly, as long as they're not afraid of the movement, they will look at the hand, and we can start shaping our nose target or a shoulder target or whatever. We can also use other body parts as a target. We can use getting between our legs, so parking. And all of these can be useful to get the dog out of a tricky situation. They can also be useful to place the dog a certain way to protect him from people reaching out or from tricky situations when things get too close. Everything where our dog needs a little bit more steadiness and needs to lean onto us. Also, the connection, the physical connection, triggers an oxytocin release in our dogs and ourselves as long as it's not forced. So we can give our dogs positive emotions with these targets, and we can also use them to put a little pressure on them so they can lean in and things like that. That makes a scary situation easier. And of course, we can use them to lead our dogs out of the situation if we want to leave it completely. The same thing goes for the next trick, and that's a look at me. And I do not necessarily need my dogs to look into my eyes. Very many fearful dogs don't like that. I take everything the dog can actually do. So if they only can look at me when I have my treat pouch on and they look at the treat pouch, that's fine. I just want them to refocus from whatever they're looking at to redirect their view onto me. That interrupts every behavior I don't want. So be it stalking wildlife, being staring at another dog, being growling at people, whatever it is, if I can redirect my dog onto me, I can stop that. And it can also help to calm down. If I just want my dog to look at me and eat and eat and eat and eat, I can watch the excitement level go down. Try it out. It's really fun to see because I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't done it myself. All right. And the third one is also an escape strategy, and it helps calm your dog down. And that's either a let's go or a go sniff. It again depends on the situation, and it depends on your dog. Does your dog need to leave the situation, or does your dog just need something to distract his attention, right? If I take my dog's nose down and let him sniff something, he can focus on that, he can ignore everything else, and he can calm down because he's using his nose and his brain again. If I need to leave a situation as fast as possible because, for example, I see another dog coming towards me and already staring, already threatening, already giving warning signals. They want to leave the situation, but my dog's already in a stare mode. If I have trained a let's go really well, I can get my dog out of that and leave the situation. And then I can start the sniffing, right? So I can combine them as well. You see, all of these have a very, very practical use in day-to-day life. And they are way more useful than the usual stuff the dogs learn, like a heel or a leave it. And why those are not useful and what you can do instead, you can see in this video.